Hey, everybody. Happy October. Happy October. Another gorgeous day. I was at the beach this morning. It was stunning, stunningly beautiful at the beach. So we are going to wait for some people to kind of chime in. We all connected?
Yep.
Everything's all good? Okay, perfect. Okay, so, I need to make sure I'm not on my Wi-Fi. Did I turn off my Wi-Fi? I hope I did. Okay. Hi, everybody. So, welcome to another episode of Letters from Spirit. So, I think it's a really good little letter today that the guides wrote. Today so when I did this particular letter, I just sort of sat and this is what they had to say. So we're going to get into that a little sooner this time. So a couple changes we're going to be making here for my letters from Spirit is I want to go a little bit quicker. Sometimes the letters kind of take a little bit longer. Some letters are longer than others. Some letters are shorter. Sometimes we have more to chat about, and sometimes not as much. And so I just want to kind of keep this episode here a little bit more mindful of everybody because you guys are in different time zones. So we have some on the East Coast, some on the West Coast, Central Coast, Mountain Time, Central Time. So we have people getting ready to make dinner, people putting on their pajamas, people getting ready for bed, and some people even in Europe in the middle of the night. And so I just want to kind of be a little bit mindful. And so many of you here are coming on for the letters, obviously. And so I thought get to it a little bit sooner for all of you. So making some changes. So we got Gia with us.
Hey guys.
So Gia's in the house. And also, I'm just going to say, we have Jill here too. So say hi, Jill.
We've got a full room here today.
We got a full room
Yes.
here at in my office. And so anyway, we have lots of love here in the room. And let me know where you guys are all chiming in from. I always want to know that. So let me know where you are.
Also, let us know if it's your first time joining, because we like to know that as well.
Yeah, we want to know if it's your first time joining and where you're coming from. And for those of you that are new, I like to always take a second to just kind of explain what an episode is about and what to expect here today. And so I want to be able to share a little bit of that so you have a better, clear understanding of this lovely night together. And
so you've got some new things to the website. Why don't you talk about what's going on? You had said earlier in your post that you had added little things. Do you want to kind of tell everybody?
Yeah. Cool. So, I did for a long time these soul sessions, and these soul sessions were, really wonderful. And then I felt very moved to just do a combination kind of reading between mediumship and a little bit of soul sessions here. But Spirit's wonderful and how they love to work with me in all these different ways. And so there has been this pull and nudge for, a lot of people that are feeling really stuck in their life personally. And not everybody is wanting to have connections with loved ones on the other side, but they're really kind of trying to find a reconnection with themselves. And, a lot of us have gone through major life changes, whether it be changing in career or divorce or a loss of someone that we love. And there's been a lot of things in life that have kind of thrown us off our path a little bit. And so I started to, so I incorporated a wonderful reading that is, it's spiritual life coaching. And it's about getting you back on your path of purpose. A lot of people want to have purpose in their life. They don't really know how to go about doing that. That's one of the things that's, there's so much information on my website I posted, and so you can go on my website and learn about these spiritual life coaching sessions that are all about you and about help moving you forward in your life, helping you reclaim your joy and happiness. You deserve it. And when we wake up and we feel funky and we feel stuck, it's really us kind of over time abandoning ourselves a bit from ourselves. And it's about realigning you back to you where you'll feel better, where you can step in your personal power. Sometimes we have, desires, but we don't always have the motivation to go after them. And so spiritual life coaching sessions help us in a lot of different areas to kind of help unstick us. It's kind of like I always say, like the engine light. When you drive your car, you have an engine light that comes on, and when that happens, you immediately go to the mechanic to get your car serviced because you don't want to end up on the side of the road broken down. And we are so quick to do that when our service light comes on our car, but when we're feeling stuck and we're feeling down and we're feeling, you know, when we're struggling and we don't feel ourselves, that is our own inner engine light going off. And we don't run to get that service. We just deal with it. And in time, it weighs heavy on us. And so spiritual life coaching is really wonderful. I have it all broken down on my website. I even have bundles. I offer a really special price to kind of to get started for individual sessions. You'll see it all on my website. I'm super excited and passionate about it. Next week, I'll share perhaps some stories of some clients that I've already been doing with the spiritual coaching, and we'll get into that. But anyway, you can go on my website, monicaturlings.com. You can find out all about my spiritual life coaching sessions that you can buy in bundles, and the prices go even cheaper, or you can buy an individual, which is also at a really special price right now for you also. So I encourage you to look at that and see if that's something that resonates with you. Yeah, so, okay.
And you also added the option for gift cards, which I think is super cool.
Yeah, so finally, so I'm a little late to the game there, but I did, yeah. So now I also have gift cards, because you can now purchase a gift card for somebody that you care about, that you'd like to give a reading to, whether it be the life coaching or whether it be the spirit hybrid readings. They're available for you on my website, so yay. So I'm really excited about that, and it's really easy, and I love that. So yeah, that was so we did that over the weekend, and did group readings over the weekend. So that was great.
Should we do a little roll call, and then maybe you can tell us about your group reading?
Yeah.
At least give a shout out quickly. We'll kind of go
let's
down.
do it. Let's do it.
Okay, perfect. And Evie's on, says hi.
Hi, Evie.
Connie says happy October.
Happy October.
Kat Marie is on.
Hey, Kat.
Kathy Silveria is on. She said she
Kathy.
made it.
Yay.
Jill is on. Right,
hey, Jill.
Right to the left of me. Hey.
She's in the room.
Pam is on.
Hey, Pam.
Beth Ann says happy Monday.
Hey, Beth Ann.
Let's see. Pamela's going to have to watch the replay. Her daughter just got called into work, but she was here.
Okay, good.
Chris is joining.
Hi, Chris.
Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Joyce.
Hi, Joyce.
Sandy from Reno, Nevada, and she says
Hi,
she really
Sandy.
needs this one tonight. So
Good.
That's good.
Good.
Kathy also on.
Hey, Kathy.
Kim from Georgia.
Hey, Kim.
Diane, Massachusetts.
Diane from Massachusetts. Hi,
Massachusetts.
Diane.
Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay.
Says hey, everyone.
Hey.
Let's see. Donna says hi, Gia and Jill. Probably Monica too. I'm sure she meant that for you too.
Hi.
Lindsay's on.
Hi, Lindsay.
Beth Ann's from Tennessee. And it's her second time
from
here.
Tennessee.
I remember
Yay.
her last
One of my besties lived there.
Yeah. Donna is from Pittsburgh.
Hey, Pittsburgh.
Kathy, Illinois.
Hello, Kathy from Illinois.
Carrie says, hey, Monica.
Hey, Carrie.
Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Let's see. Paula from Houston.
Hi, Paula. Houston, Texas, in the house.
Diane, Connecticut.
Hi, Diane from Connecticut. So pretty there.
I've never been, but I know it's beautiful.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
So
Joyce,
pretty.
Buffalo, New York.
Hi, Joyce.
And Lorena from Agora Hills.
Hi, Lorena.
Robin, Florida.
Hi, Robin.
Chris.
Nice to see you here again.
Yeah. Chris, Oklahoma.
Hi, Chris.
And
Oklahoma.
Connie, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Good.
Looks like we got another Connecticut on.
Oh, another one from Connecticut. So green and pretty there.
Let's see. Crystal says hola.
Hola, Crystal.
Jeannie, New York.
Hi, Jeannie from New York.
Nina, hi, Southern California.
Hey, Nina.
Susan, Washington.
Hello, Susan Hi, Susan from Washington.
Shannon.
How are you, honey?
Shannon from Jackson, Michigan.
Sharon? Shannon from Jackson, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how are
Candy.
Hi, honey.
Candy's on. She's new here. So
Hi, Candy.
Time, so.
Okay, great. Thank you for joining.
And then Kelly.
Hope you enjoy.
Sorry, Kelly from Simi Valley. So
hey, Kelly. Good, guys.
got a good group
Hi,
of people.
everyone. So it looks like we have people from all different places. And we're going to try to make these letters from spirit a bit shorter because, everyone's from different places. And as more kind of climb on here and tune in, we're from different places. And so I want to be mindful of your time and make sure you can make your dinner and, get in your pajamas and hit the hay if you're tired. But so we're going to start the letters a little bit earlier here. So we're going to do that. Let me see if there's something else.
Small group. Let's talk about, because you just did a couple of small groups.
Yeah, so the small groups that I did this weekend were actually people who actually created their own small groups. So they brought in their 8 people, and then I came on and did a reading for them, and we had some pretty powerful messages from some of those groups. Like it was wow, it was amazing and fun too. Actually, 'cause some of them were just. I had one lady who had like 3 husbands come in, or three significant, and they were all like side by side that kind of came
hanging
in for
out.
yeah, it was fun. It was good, and some really really nice messages. So it's great. So you guys can do a small group reading if you guys want with your own crew. So and then so basically what they did is that they just found their 8 people. They did their small group reading, which you could get on my website, and then I sent out the links, and we all joined in on Zoom, and it was amazing. It was fun. So really loved doing it. It was great.
I love that idea.
Yeah, so you can do your own crew, and you could be anywhere in the world, which is awesome. You can have family members or friends in different parts of the country and get together and have a really fun night like that. And it's great. So that was a good weekend. And then Sunday I was like on my roof and with my husband, and this neighbor was like singing opera out of her window. It was amazing. This woman had this incredible voice, and it was incredible. It was like,
I saw your pictures.
It was. I was like, whoa! It's like everything was like perfect, like the weather, the wind, everything. And then it's like this woman starts singing opera. It's like, this doesn't get much better than this. It was awesome. So anyway, so that was kind of cool to kind of end the weekend. So
I know that
hope you guys all had fun. What'd you all do?
Well, they're gonna let us know. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Here. I know you have 2 other small groups coming up that are sold out this weekend, but you mentioned to me prior that you are going to have another one coming up, TBD, sometime in November.
Yeah, to be determined. So yeah, I have 2 small groups that are going to be this weekend that are sold out, and I am going to do 1, maybe 2 more in November, and I will post those on Sunday on my Facebook page. So I will be posting that on Sunday. So if you guys are interested in a small group reading with the ones that I host and do, Sunday, I'll be posting it in November, and I kind of have a date in mind, but I'm not quite sure. So check my Facebook page. Okay. So yeah, so 1, maybe 2. I'm not sure, but definitely 1.
Highly recommend those 2. Yeah. They're great.
Yeah, they're fun.
Okay, so before you move on, I just got to ask, that's the cutest ring. Where'd you get that? And I know somebody's going to see it.
Yeah, it's cute. It's these are like little Luna rings, if you can kind of see it. Can you kind of see these little rings? They're like, can you see that? They're really good. They're like 3 individual. They're silver gold and rose gold. And I don't know, they were super inexpensive, and I'm just loving them.
They're cute.
I'm loving them. And this one is another one.
Yeah.
This is like, and it's like rose gold and like whatever. That's like a curled up ring or something. I have a girl I know from high school. She works for this Touchstone jewelry. And anyway, really cool rings. So I'm kind of having fun. I kind of treated myself to a couple of rings. And she donates to like cancer awareness. So anyway. You guys like them? I can send you a link. Okay.
October's
yeah. So that's what it is, and so yeah, so that's cool. Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, well, I notice everything.
Yeah, I'm playing with them. Okay. All right. So let's see. What do we want to talk about here? Have we done anything? Let's see. Okay. So I think we should kind of get into the letter. So I think we should get into the letter. And for any of you guys that are kind of joining on now and you missed it, because some of you all are coming on, I welcome you to go onto my website and look at my new reading, the Spiritual Life Coaching, that is on my page now and available, and super powerful, and really helping us realign ourselves when we're feeling a bit stuck in life, wanting to have purpose, not knowing how to find it, not really feeling a lot of desires, but you want to. Anyway, there's a whole definition there. So please go on my website, as I have these wonderful special priced sessions on spiritual life coaching, which is all about you and getting you going and getting you moving forward, getting you feeling yourself again. Okay, so I'm super excited about those. Yay. Okay, so we have a letter. So we're going to get going. And the letter today, do we have any comments or anything?
No,
before
I was just
Yeah.
gonna add, as always, I just because
Yeah.
I know you have new people on every week, and so
Yeah.
also for a mediumship reading as well on your website.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
I
Yes,
always
yes.
mention that.
Yeah, it's a funny thing because, I really feel like, spirit is always navigating me. Spirit's always working with me. I've got my guides. I always call them my spirit dream team, and they're always working with me, and they're always navigating me and moving me to new positions and places on how I can serve and how I can be of value to others. And this has been kind of in the making a while. And quite honestly, they have been my greatest trainers, my greatest teachers. They have absolutely transformed me in such a way. So it's exciting.
It is.
So yeah. So but yes, mediumship readings is something I'll always do. So that's also available on my website, of course. So never gonna not do that. Love that too. So I love it all. All right, the letter. So should we read it?
Yeah, I mean, there's people they're very excited about the topic tonight. I know you posted it, but there's a lot of people are saying great topic tonight. I really need it.
Good.
So yeah.
Okay,
it's
perfect.
Resonate.
All right, good. So the topic, I put my glasses on. So okay, so I sat on my bed and I sat a moment and connected with the guides and set the intention to connect and to create a letter for Letters for Spirit. And that's what I did. So I sat on my bed and I recorded it through a microphone. And this is what came to be. So the topic is how to stay positive in times of negativity. Indeed, a lovely time to be here together for yet another letter from Spirit, for this is our way of shining light upon each of you sitting and joining in, you see. Isn't that wonderful? That a time and space can be created where we can sit and put attention to positivity. We wish here to speak a bit about positivity, you see, and how one can feel positive in times of negativity. For it is quite clear that there is much negativity going on amongst you, around you, and too within you. For when there is much around you that creates negative emotion, it too creates within you more focus of negativity, and you become more negative in regards to your surroundings and therefore your life. So how can you stay positive in the midst of all the negativity? How can you stay dry when there is a downpour of rain? You see, when there is a downpour of rain, you take it upon yourself to stay dry. For when it is raining, you go for shelter, whether that be an umbrella, whether that be running to your vehicle, running to your home, closing the windows. You protect yourself so that the downpour does not fall upon you. And we say that is possible too with the things that are going on around you. That negative outburst that people have, the way others are expressing their own personal frustration in what is going on around them, you see, and they respond to that negativity. There is negativity that comes out within them that may seep onto you. And this is them not protecting themselves, you see, from that rainstorm, and the same is for you. So we'd like to just give a little bit of a feeling here of negativity as a rainstorm, to give you a visual. We like visuals. We don't mean to say that rain is a negative thing, for rain can also create a lot of positive in one's life, yes? It creates greenness in the mountains and the woods to look at. It allows you to turn your sprinklers off from days and save on the water bill, does it not? And the rain is a way of nurturing the world in which you are residing in. It is so. So rain does not have to be negative, but when there is a continuous downpour of rain, there becomes great puddles. We begin to have, for instance, a leak in the roof of your home. When there is torrential downpour of rain, that is far more than maybe one is accustomed to or one is prepared for, you see. And we say very much in this world in which we speak of now, there is tremendous downpour of negative rain, and many that are not prepared for it, you see. So how does one prepare for all this negativity that is coming down all around you, coming down within you? Many of you caught in the rainstorm, you see, not under an umbrella, not protected in your car or in your home, not feeling you can close the windows and doors to stay dry. And some of you, even in your homes, seeing that downpour, you look out your window and you see it coming down, and you see the puddles forming in the streets and in the gardens. And you look above you in your home, and perhaps you see the beginning of a leak seeping into your home through the ceiling. And there are times that many of you feel that there is no getting away from this downpour of negativity that is around you. That even when you run for shelter, you see it seeping through you anyway. You see the leak on the roof, and you look out the window and you see what is going on outside of you, going on around you. And you see that there are elements that you must now deal with, perhaps damage to your gardens or your roofs. And we give you an easy visual here to understand the damage of negativity. That what is going on around you is all of this negativity, and it can become damaging to your emotional well being. You have all experienced damage from heavy degrees of rain, yes? No matter where you live in the world. And with this torrential downpour, sometimes comes lightning and thunder, and it can become very scary. The sound of the thunder can be terrifying for you. And we say that this thunder is very much about you not knowing what's coming next. Here's the rain. Then there was the thunder, and then comes the lightning. And some of you do not feel protected, you see, and you feel that lightning will hit you, and you feel unsafe. You feel unprotected by all that is going on around you. The negativities of the world that has seeped in within you, you being out, caught in that rain, caught in that torrential downpour, feeling soaked. And you look above you with no relief in sight. The rain keeps coming, and we say many of you can understand that this is often how you feel. And in those moments of time, may we ask you, where are you placing your focus and attention? You are placing your attention in the puddles. You are putting your attention to the stain that you begin to see on your ceiling. As you become aware of the leak, looking out of your windows, seeing all that is going on in your communities, that window could be your news channel, watching and watching more, looking out to the television as a window outside of your life. How does that make you feel? That rain is part of nature. The weather is always moving about you. You see, and there are times when there is rain, and there are times when there is torrential downpour. And we say for you to understand that there are seasons. There are seasons in life, and there are seasons in your life. And you are, in fact, in a season, and this season is producing much rain. But are you looking at the rain, this downpour that is occurring, as a negative? For it does seep negative emotions within you when you are one that prefers only the sunshine. The rain prevents you from taking your outdoor walks. It requires you to have to go out and prepare differently than when the sun was shining. You need your jacket, you need your umbrella, you need your coat, something to cover you perhaps, rain boots on your feet, and many of you do not feel prepared for this season in your life. You're going to go through life with this torrential downpour with no umbrella, no rain boots, no jacket placed upon you, and you feel a bit unprotected. Would you agree? Wanting to reach for the coat, but it's out of reach. Wanting to have the umbrella, but unable to locate it. Going about your day as if it were very sunny, and then you get caught in the storm, and in that moment, all of your plans have now changed. Have you felt this way? This is how many of you have felt very much in these past months, we say. Going about your life, going about your day, and then weathering change, and you have been caught in a downpour. But you have been in a downpour before it is so. Some have been in heavier than others, some that lasted longer than others, but we say you have been in a rainstorm before, and you know with certainty that that rain comes and that rain again goes. And you also know and understand that after the rain, the air feels clean, and the storm that you were just living through has produced and created better cleaning air, clearer water for your mountains and for the animals that live within them. In the days to come after such a rainstorm, you see your gardens a bit greener, your flowers all a bit brighter, and you begin to see life coming through the mountains again when they were once quite dry. You begin to see the color change on the mountains, and you see hues of green that were not there prior to that rainstorm that had come through. So you see, there is positivity within the negativity, but where are you focused? Are you sitting within the rainstorm feeling unprotected and unprepared? With no umbrella in hand, no coat upon you, nothing to protect you from the large amounts of water that is coming down around you. Do you feel this way? Do you feel in life right now you are caught in the storm and you see no break in the sky at all? It's rain after rain, thunder after lightning, and it gets you all a bit frazzled, uncomfortable, afraid even. But what we wish to say to you here is there is great positivity within this torrential downpour that you feel you are perhaps standing in. And we wish to just say to you here, where are you placing your attention? Where are your thoughts? Are you one that feels that there is no sunshine? No sunshine in sight. That has been one storm that does not seem to have an ending in sight. That you're in a dark winter. But we say to you, if you feel you are in a dark winter and you're in this year of winter that produces tremendous rain, do you also have the thought that spring is around the corner? Or are you stuck standing in the rain? Or are you taking your thoughts to spring? Where are your thoughts? You see, you may have a throbbing toe, and the more attention you put and place on the throbbing toe produces more throbbing, you see. When you focus is on your toe and the throbbing of your toe, it instantly feels a bit more painful, does it not? You don't put attention to your throbbing toe and then feel the throbbing toe lessen. It actually intensifies. Can it be that you stand in your own life knowing you're in a rainstorm, placing focus and attention, and the rain comes down harder? That the rain turns into a torrential downpour for you? Can you place focus on the rain, but notice beyond that there is a rainbow? That the clouds lift, the skies clear, and the rainbow appears? Is your focus there? Or are you stuck with your focus on the thunder and the lightning? This is for you to ask yourself. How are you seeing the situation that you're in? How are you feeling about the situation you're in? For your feelings are always a direct connection with your thoughts. So we ask you here, what are you thinking? And what are those thoughts producing within you in regards to your emotions? How are those emotions being expressed? The emotions is your thunder. Those emotions is your lightning. And those emotions too can be the rainbow and the blue sky coming through the clouds. Where is your attention? Where are you placing yourself in this storm of life you feel you're in? With the throbbing toe? We say the throbbing gets worse when your attention is placed on it. And when you move your attention elsewhere, the throbbing lessens. So the degree of your throbbing is on the degree of your attention. And it is the same in this rainstorm you call life. Are you focused on the thunder and the lightning, on the puddles and being stuck inside for shelter, and that feeling of not being able to go out because you feel you are not protected? Or do you look at this process and as making things better? That the rain is clearing the skies, creating rainbows in your life, providing water for the animals and the greenery of the hillsides. You see, there is positivity in the rain, even in the heavy degrees. And isn't it true that when the mountainsides have tremendous fires, you each pray for rain? You are praying for the change of the season. You are praying for the rain to fall upon those mountains to bring back the color of the hillsides and to allow a new to come again. And many of you, yes, are praying as well for a new day, a new world. But are you keeping your focus there? And is your focus placed in the positivity? Are your emotions placed on the rainbow, or are they on the puddles? For we say it will be far longer for the rainbows to come if your focus is on the puddles, on the leaky roof, on the destruction of what the rain has caused. For if you can put attention and focus into all that is going on in your days and see the positive from it, opposed to the negative, you are taking your eye off the throbbing toe. And we wish you all to understand that there is times of great change approaching, and there is very much a rainstorm that is currently occurring, and has been, and yes, it has been a season of much rain, it is so. But can you understand that the mountains are going to be quite green, the rainbow quite bright, and your own personal gardens filled with color once more, and with the new, just as the hillsides that you see outside and around you. And we wish for you to just take your focus towards a vision that you have had of hillsides that have burnt, and then the rains that have come, and the hillsides that became green once again, and to know that this is your future. But we must have patience through the rainstorms to allow the mountains to get green again. So we ask you to place focus on the rainbows, on what the rain can bring in a positive way. Can you do that? Can you place attention and focus in what is positive? Can you? We say you can. It is time, and the need is here to be positive, we say. To know and understand that rain occurs, and yes, storms come, and within each storm, there is great positive change for you. And we wish you all to see the rainbows and not the thunder. But there is much benefit for you to take attention off of what is giving you emotions that feel uncomfortable and to place your thought into something that feels better, that creates emotion that will feel better, you see. That you will stay in the moment of thunder and lightning if you allow yourself to. And you can move yourself to the rainbows and the green pastures if you choose to do that as well. That what you have today is today, and how you step into it and how you feel about it and how you let those feelings take you through the day matters. And we wish you here to not stay in the rumbles of the thunder, but to know and understand that the thunder is followed by rain, and that rain is coming to clear the air and to bring a new for you. And we just wish you to know this. And as you stand in your day, perhaps looking out the window in your home, wondering how this is all going to look, as you feel the rain fall around you through all of these experiences that are being projected upon your mental projector screen, to know that with rain will be rainbows. And we wish for you to have conversations on how shall the rainbows show up in your life. To place attention there, to keep yourself in the positive. This is your protection from the storms. This is your protection from the negative. We say it always feels better to walk along the rainbow opposed to sitting in the thunder. And please know and understand that it is always your decision on where you place yourself. That is entirely up to you. So become mindful and aware of where your attention is spent and with whom your attention is spent and with what data you're listening to, what information is being sent to you, and how are you responding to it with your emotions. It is with the color of a rainbow, or do you feel damp and wet from the rain? What feels better? It is for you to ask yourself this now. And we say to take attention off, remove yourself from the attention of the throbbing toe, and bring yourself to a place that feels better. And by doing so, the throbbing of the toe will lessen. And the more your attention is towards what is right and what feels better will produce feelings within you that feel better. And then the storm will lessen. The thunderstorm will lighten. The sound of the thunder will dissipate, and the skies will open. The rainbow will come, and in the days ahead you shall see the hillsides become green once more for you. So we just give you something to ponder here, something to think about, something to feel about, that you can think and feel rainbows, or you can think and feel thunder, and it is always for you to place yourself where it feels better. Are you? We love coming forward this way to shine a little sunshine, you see, in your day, to add a little brightness, you see, to know that the clouds will lift, know this, and know that they shall lift faster the sooner you become focused towards them actually lifting. Until next time, please know and please feel the love that we each have for you here now. It is indeed so.
Powerful.
That's a long one. That was a lot of, yeah, I know. I'm feeling a little parched.
We have ours. No, that was a powerful message, and there's been some good comments too.
Was there? But I love so much that, you know, they talk a little bit here about the negativity, right? So they're talking about, are we providing the shelter from the negativity around us? They're saying that this is our responsibility, that our responsibility lies within finding the shelter for us. But where do we find that shelter? You have to ask yourself, what conversations am I having that make me feel unwell and uneasy? Who am I sitting with that's making me feel afraid or nervous about my future? What television programs am I watching? What am I looking out of my window? What is the news channels I'm watching that make me feel not at ease with myself? They're saying that to protect yourself from the storm, from the thunder, from the downpour of this negativity is by paying attention to where you are placing yourself, that this is your responsibility, that you can choose what conversations you have. And when conversations go in a direction that make you feel uncomfortable, a little scared, frightened, you're feeling you're stepping into thunder and lightning, you can step out. You can leave those conversations. and you can move yourself to something more positive and change and pivot yourself to something more positive. So they talk about that is something that positive thoughts are our winter coat. It's our umbrella. It's our homestead. That protecting ourselves from the downpour, are we putting a lot of attention and focus in the winter season, in the torrential downpour? Is El Nino like the down? Is that like a heavy, like heavy, El Nino, yeah. Like El Nino? Are we focused on El Nino? The rain isn't stopping, the puddles and things and the leak and this, or are we saying, "Gosh, spring's around the corner"? Where are we shifting our attention? Because our thoughts are. We have bad conversations that make us feel uneasy. That produces thoughts within us that then give us emotion that work along with those thoughts. So if we're having conversations that make us feel uneasy, then we're going to create thoughts within us that make us feel uncomfortable, that's going to create emotion within us that are going to make us feel frightened or scared or unsure or uncertain. So how about stay away from all that? How about protecting us? How about saying, time to put my coat on, trying to pop out my umbrella, I'm leaving this conversation, I'm turning off the news.
Right. And
anyway,
there are, some comments. And there are instances where we're thrust. For instance, Cat Marie, there was an unexpected loss this past Friday, right? So that's a storm we have to go through, unfortunately. Yes. So that's a little different situation.
Right. That's a little bit different, but and that's entirely different. You're right. Like there are some storms that are just unavoidable, and there are big, major life changes that occur that can sometimes take us off our path and it can really throw us off. And 1,000% not even trying to.
Oh no, she wasn't saying
into saying that isn't. But let's be honest with each other. We have negative thoughts. And when we're having them, they are creating emotions within us. So think about the thoughts you're holding. Pause a second and say, how's that feel?
Well, and she does mention in this prior, which by the way, she wasn't. She was
I know. No. I know she wasn't.
But she had mentioned that prior that she's been frustrated and irritable anyway. She says she's been down. I'm going to kind of just go through a few that have said the same thing, but then she says that this too shall pass. I'm just in the storm right now, but I've survived every other bad day so far in my 30 years around the sun. Right? So let's see. We got a couple more. Kelly says it was cleansing. Pam says right now I'm in a downpour, but looking forward to seeing the rainbow.
Right. But even just this, like today, like what can you like? Here's a thing. Let's just do an exercise really, really quick. Let's just take a minute and let's just do an exercise. Okay, we have all had things that have happened where we have taken ourselves to the negative, right? I'll be first to go. Okay, and I'm going to put it out to the universe. I'm going to put out my negative thought, and then I'm going to put something positive. Okay, and I want you each in the comments to do the very same thing. All right, so we can already kind of make a shift and pivot ourselves already. So for instance, negative. COVID came. I had 15 live events I was doing this year. I love being on stage. I love being on a platform. I love doing my Kisses from Heaven. I love it. I worked really hard to create all of those. COVID came and I had to cancel every single one of them. So I wasn't happy. I was really upset because I love them so much. And all of a sudden I couldn't do it. So I had a minute of like, oh, geez, I was like a little upset. I lost my platform. I lost the ability to be able to be in front of others in large crowds. I lost that. And I was a little upset about that, because I'd worked so hard to create them all. And then here we are, Letters from Spirit. Here I am with a platform. Here I am with a little bit of an audience again, being able to talk with you guys and engaging in everything, you see? So that was my rainbow. So I felt the storm of having to turn off all of those that I worked so hard to schedule. And then here comes Letters from Spirit. Here comes this wonderful way, a new way to engage with all of you, and how lovely. And so that was my rainbow. So guys, in the comments, give me something that you struggled with. What was your downpour? What was your downpour in your life? You know, did we go through a loss of a marriage, or did we go through a career change, or did we get work furloughed, or did what is I mean, it could be so many things, you know. So I want you to write that down, put it out to the universe. This is what was my rainstorm, and then what can you see was the rainbow. So pivoting ourselves off of that hard time, and then what can you see? What can you see? A little bit of rainbow. Go.
Well, while they're doing that, I
Yeah.
mean, a couple Christine says, right now I'm in a position where I may have to find a cheaper place, and it's very scary for me. So I feel that negativity, but maybe I should look at it as to moving on to new adventures and experiences. So there's the
You,
answer to what
yeah,
you just said.
you could have the best neighbor ever.
Mm-hmm.
You might make the new best friend in your life that's going to be your soul sister. You don't know who you're going to be living amongst, right? You might be so happy in that space that energetically that it could lift your spirits in such a wonderful way. That place you find could have the wonderful, most beautiful, brightest light that makes you so happy to have your cup of coffee in the morning there. I mean, right? That's possible too, right? So good. What else?
Just reading some comments. I think they're still kind of answering.
Yeah.
Sandy says, I needed to be reminded that I need to focus on the positive. It's true. It's what you focus on is what you get more of. No doubt about that. Um, let's, Amy, I center my anxiety on what if I get cancer. So a lot of people have anxiety.
Right. Okay,
Right.
but think about it. What is anxiety? Anxiety is about you taking yourself too far on the future. It's about taking things that haven't even happened, and now you're freaking out and stressing out about it, but it hasn't even happened. So you're taking your mind, and then your emotions are going with that thought process, and now you're getting this anxiety. But stay more present, stay more in the now. So your rainbow was about learn. You need to learn to stay more in the present because your anxiety is being built off things that haven't even happened. And your mind is going there. Do you see how easy that could happen? Your mind can just go there. And I'm going to reel you in because you got to stay more present because you're freaking out about stuff that hasn't even happened, isn't going to happen. So there's way better ways to place your energy, way better ways. So I want you to turn that away. I want you to turn that around and say, I'm so happy and grateful. My rainbow is I am healthy.
Kathy says, downpour loss of both parents and her rainbow marriage, and she got married within a year. So
She got married within a year after the
probably
passing.
after losing both of her parents.
Okay, so what happened now? Were you a caretaker for your parents? You know, because that's also sometimes that, you know, sometimes caretakers, you know, that really becomes a lot for a lot of us. We love, you know, we love our loved ones so much and we help them so much. We make everything about them and about their care, about their help. And, you know, sometimes I see so often in my readings that so many of my clients really lose a bit of themselves because they have made so much about their loved one and helping them out of love and wanting to do it, but through that process they sometimes forget about their own needs and their own care, and then they feel a little off. And so by then putting focus back towards you again, you got a lovely new man.
Kat Marie says her downpour was her eating disorder, and the rainbow is the love I finally have for myself.
Bravo. Love. Perfect. Perfect. So through that downpour, it made you go within and find yourself and learn about your qualities. That's a huge rainbow. Bravo.
Sandy.
Bravo.
Sandy's downpour struggling with the loss of her son, causing financial issues, but she says she's going to focus on knowing her son is now happy and her finances will increase.
And say that as a mantra. My son is well and my finances are improving every day in every way, more and more. You know, we have to pay attention to the words that we're using too. Like, what kind of words are we using in our life? Are we using words that uplift us? Are we using words that are empowering? Are we using words that make us feel good and give us emotions that feel good? Or are we using words that don't? Words are energy.
Here, Carrie says, every time I seem to save up money, something always breaks down or something out of the blue happens unexpectedly. The rainbow, the positive is that I have the money to cover it.
Oh, I got goosies. Love that. Yes, you know, because Yes, I mean, so that's a positive. So all of us are going to have some rainstorms, but all of us can find some rainbow. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got Jill. Jill gave us one next.
Jill?
Yes. Let's see. Downpour. Had to stop running due to an injury. I walked 500 miles across Europe from France to Spain. Amazing experience.
I call her Forrest Gump.
Good for you.
She
Yeah.
is amazing. She is amazing. Amazing. She is my biggest hero. Bravo, Jill. You're my biggest hero. She is she yeah, she's amazing. Love you, girl. Good job. Yeah, perfect. And you found something that allows you to and you did it in a way too, because when you're doing your walks and you're doing your runs, you're with nature, and that's really good for your soul, and that's really helped you in a lot of ways. So perfect.
Let's see. Beth Ann lost downpour, losing my business, forcing me to sell my home, but let me move to Tennessee years earlier into a new home in a beautiful state and learning new things for a new job. So
Exciting. So, nothing stays the same anyway. So we got to always embrace the change. So bravo for you for embracing the change. And because of that and not having resistance, you're becoming an allower. And by becoming an allower, you're going to receive. So perfect. I love that you were brave to take on those things and to not resist. And, resistance, keeps us stuck. Keeps us stuck. So good for removing that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Pamela,
Love. Good.
Downpour obviously lost her husband.
Yeah.
But her rainbow is she's found new friends that support her, and they provide new friendships for her.
Wonderful. Bravo, Pam. Right? Because, listen, sometimes when we find wonderful people in our life to help lift us, and it becomes your little soul tribe, your little wonderful tribe. And we need that. So wonderful that you found that. Perfect. And you're probably having wonderful experiences with them, having a good time with them too.
Yeah, I mean, there's some great comments.
Good. So you see, guys, so what I just wanted to do is this little exercise a little bit just to kind of help you say, okay, we are right now, we are all standing in a rainstorm. Let's be clear. We all are. But and through life, we've had many rainstorms. Like Edgar says, we've all experienced rainstorms before, and the sun always comes back out. The rain leaves and the sun comes out, and this is no different. Is kind of what they were kind of saying. But, this is a big one, but also with it, and I love when they talked about the fires, when they talked about the fires, because we just had all those. And so we talked about that, and they're like, and we're praying for the rain. So, you know what I mean? So we have to understand that, look at it as positive, that sometimes things need to clear out to make a new for us. And sometimes we're resistant to that. And so sometimes the universe has to do it for us because we're so darn resistant.
That's a fact.
Right. And so sometimes, the universe will do it. And so, and sometimes like they say, you can't beat them, join them.
Well, don't you feel this year, in one way or another, we've all had to clear things out. Whatever it is.
All of us.
This has forced us, whether we've been locked up, whether it's been our businesses, whether it's been whatever. I mean, it's really forced us to, I know I've made big decisions. I'm sure you have.
And you're embracing great change right now too. And you're doing it like a warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. All of us. And I think that we should all pat ourselves on the back because all of us have gone through some tough times, and we're all sitting here, and we're all now understanding that we can see rainbows in some of these things. And it's for us really to choose to continue to see that, not just in but look at every situation in our lives. Do you know what I mean? Try to find something positive in everything. It'll absolutely pivot and change your thinking process, which will then change your emotional process, which will then allow you to step in happier, which will then, it's a domino effect. But it has to go by how we see things, how we're thinking about things, how we're responding to things, and loving ourselves enough to say, not liking this conversation, walking away, not liking this television, leaving it. We have to be willing to do that. That's our work. That's our job.
Absolutely.
That's how we get our rainbows.
Yeah. Whether it's TV, negative people. I mean, sometimes we have to, especially during this.
It's all around us. It's all around us. Think about the TV shows. There is so much. I mean, most of those shows, I can't even watch them. It's like.
I've even limited myself quite a bit.
I'm watching 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, I love those shows.
That's like my thing.
Yes, I
watch it too. Oh my gosh, is this really happening?
No, really powerful.
It's fun. Makes
message.
me smile.
I mean, there's some good comments on
So I know it's a longer letter, and you guys, I wanted to make sure that we kept letters from spirit to a little certain, a little shorter. So, and this was a little bit of a longer letter. And I also just kind of want to make an announcement too, to let you know that I have decided to kind of not do weekly giveaways for lots of different reasons, but really mainly just because it just takes a lot of time, and there's a lot of us on, and to be fair, to do it right, it takes a lot of time. So I will be doing giveaways spontaneously, and when I'm feeling inspired to, and I hope that you all still decide to come on board and listen to Letters from Spirit and take this positivity, and we can, you know, um, make these nights about, uplifting us and taking a little message home with us. But that's really what the night's about here. So I hope you guys are cool with that. If you guys obviously want a reading with me, you can go on my website and obviously go on and look at my added on reading that I started, and all that. So anyway, do we have any?
Do you have a quote?
Oh, yeah,
quotes.
quotes. Yes, my quote. But I leave the quote. Okay, so here we go. Okay. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorns have roses. Believing in negative thoughts is the single greatest obstruction to success. Surround yourself with those who only lift you higher. Oprah. I like this. Be the attitude you want to be around. Tim DeTellis. There was one here that was really good too. Let us rise up and be thankful. For if we didn't learn a lot today, we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let's be thankful. Buddha. No matter what the situation, remind yourself, I have a choice. Deepak Chopra. In order to carry a positive action, we must develop here a positive vision. The Dalai Lama. In every day, there are 1,440 minutes. That means we have 1,440 daily opportunities to make positive impact. I love that. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Winston Churchill. Okay. Positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking ever could. Zig Ziglar. Okay.
Love it.
Couple of
great quotes.
Yeah. So just a little variety there. Okay, guys. So thank you all for chiming in for Letters from Spirit. I hope you enjoyed the letter. I hope you can take something away here today. And I hope you can find the rainbows and stay really positive and start practicing maybe in life to just, when you see something that makes you feel negative, to see if you can flip it. Like, oh, that's a storm. Where's the rainbow? Oops, there's the downpour. Where's the rainbow? And start kind of training yourself a little bit. That's about shifting and pivoting yourself to feeling better. So, and seeing the circumstances better, and seeing the situation better, and feeling better. Okay? So, I want to say thanks to Gia and for Jill for coming in today. And thanks so much, you guys. And thanks for chiming in. And for any of you that shared this page, thank you so much for doing so. Thank you for being here. I really love it. And I'll do this next Monday. So next Monday. Yeah, that's right. So anyway, guys, okay. So until next time, you guys be amazing and find your rainbows.
I was going to wish you guys all a lot of rainbows next week. I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, practice that. Okay, guys, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.